Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. This is Good Morning Black People with Morgan Rees, and I am your host, Morgan Rees. So, whatever time you're watching this, I hope you are enjoying your day. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Yay, yay, yay. And I am so excited to introduce you guys to my new guest. His name is D3Sire. So, that name comes with a lot of things, huh? But he is a unique fashion designer. You heard what I said, ladies. He's a fashion designer. He has his own brand, his own clothing line, and he's bringing new things to the state of Virginia and wowing the men and the women there. So, with no further ado, I would like to welcome my guest, D3Sire. Come on board.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going just 1 second.
It's Good Morning Black People with your host, Morgan Rees, author, podcasting host, online personality. Good Morning Black People, discussing social views, today's news, and interviews. Subscribe today at YouTube at Good Morning Black People.
All right, D3Sire, how are you doing this evening?
Good. How about yourself? Love that intro.
Great. Oh, yeah. Anytime. I always got to hype you up. I always got to hype yourself. So you had one of those names where you're like Ron Artest. You only had one unique name, or Prince. He changed his name so many times, or did he?
Yeah.
So I know you're an amazing, unique type of fashion designer, and you are a creative director as well. So let me stop talking, and you tell everyone who you are, what your type of designs you do, and what makes you so unique as a young man as a fashion designer.
Okay. I'm D3Sire. It's spelled D3Sire. The three stands for the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, peace, love, and happiness, me, myself, and I. So those are things that I live by and that I was brought up on. I design streetwear. Really, I don't want to put myself in that box. So I'm kind of open. I do suits. I did suits my last fashion show. I did streetwear the fashion show before that. So I'm really open. I do custom designs. My Instagram speaks for itself. That's underscore D3Sire underscore 3. So you can look at some of my work there. What makes me unique is I feel like my work ethic. Like for my age, I'm really pushing. I have a son, so that's really my motivation. Yeah, so that's just what keeps me going. Like I really can't say too much, but yeah, I want to. Yeah.
Wow. So, do you have any designs that you have with you that you can show us, or anything like that, or any samples or anything like that? Because you're saying I saw your Instagram, and you out there, dude.
I appreciate it.
You're doing it. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? So you can motivate and inspire other guys, young men, young black men, especially in your age, in your generation.
I'm 29.
Oh my goodness! Oh
yeah, 29. My birthday is October 26th, so I turned 30 this year.
Wow!
You know, Scorpio.
Yeah, man, dude. 30, you about to be the 3-0.
Yeah,
don't be
man.
thinking you're gonna get old, because I know people be like, yo, you about to be 30, man. You about to be old. No, you just getting started.
Yeah, I'm just getting. That's how I feel though. Like honestly, like this is my second year in the mainstream fashion industry.
Okay.
So I'm just now getting started. So like you said, like this is go time. This is the beginning.
That's all God's grace. You know that, right? That's why you got that 3 in your name.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing, how he's doing it. He does it all the time on purpose. I promise you he does.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said you have a son. So basically you're being a black father who's trying to raise your son and show him, besides doing the opposite as some black men get involved in, unfortunately, because of life situations and circumstances. You're showing him something different, which is really positive for a gentleman your age group, because he could have been learning a whole lot of other things in 2023. And as my new slogan and my motto this year is 2023 is all about me. So 2023 is all about you, D3Sire, and you and your son, and you're showing him a different path as a young father, as a mentor to not just to your generation, but to his friends as they're growing up. That's your dad. Like, that's my dad, and he's proud to say that. So how do you feel about that in this generation now, with the way things are going on in the world? especially with so many of our Black young men being targeted unnecessarily or being ostracized or in that manner?
With my son, I already see it already. He had on a Desire hat, and he wore to school every day. This is my dad's hat, and one of the other parents walked up to me like, "Hey man, you're a designer. Your son was telling me this is your hat and this, that, and the third." And I was like, "Yeah, it is," because it kind of took me for a surprise, but people actually notice and listen to kids his age and things of that nature. And it's just like, it's pretty dope to, see him repping like, yeah, I'm proud that my dad is a designer, this, that, and the third. So I try to get him into the field. Like, he's at my shows. Luckily my girlfriend bring him every time. So that's really dope that she is able to do that. He's there front row, cheering me on. So he see me at work, and it's a blessing. It's truly a blessing to really have him front row and seeing like, okay, it's doable. I'm saying, like, I try to open him up to open different things like soccer, basketball, football, and try to get him like the opportunity to pick for himself. Like, you don't have to always be the in the box. Let's say that, put him in a box. So I try to open the world to him.
Anything and everything is possible. And he's seeing that with his dad. He's seeing that with his dad, because he's like, man, he may have been around other kids or other people, and he's like, but my dad does this, and he's like, your dad did that. Your dad is a designer, really? Nah. Because most people say designers are mainly strictly for women, and a lot of men don't really come out there like that. And if they do, they're not so in everyone's face. And then by the time they are out there, then it's like, oh, I've been doing this for like 10 years. I've been doing this for 20 years. So you look forward to that, where you about to blow up, Desire. You about to blow up. Just go ahead and receive it. Just go ahead and receive it.
I definitely
I promise you, I looked at your Instagram page, and I was like, I don't even know how old he is, but he's young. He's around my kids' age group, because I have kids in the 30s.
Okay.
My oldest should be 32. So I know I don't look like it. I get it all the time.
Took me for a surprise.
I figured I would shock you with that one. My youngest will be 26. So and my son just turned 30. So
Wow. Okay.
God's grace. I promise you, it's not me. It's all God.
Yeah.
So this is like, man, to see when I look at your Instagram page, and I was like, this guy is doing it. And I even saw something you just posted recently, and everyone was like, yo, that jacket is fire. Like, man, that thing is popping. Like, where I get that from? Where I can do that at? So you said you've only been out for about 2 years. So how did you start into the fashion designer business? When did this passion hit you?
It hit me probably, like we spoke before, in South Carolina. They had this model call at one of these malls, and it was like one for this agency. I don't remember the name, but from there I was a model. But then as I got older, it changed to, hey, you're not tall enough, you don't reach these requirements, things of that nature. Then I turned it, well, instead of me walking, I'm gonna have somebody walk for me with my name on them. From that point in my life, it was like a switch. So then I went to Art Institute of Virginia Beach, studied there for about 3 years. Then from there, it was like I'm learning the same thing. So maybe I just need to take that step and just, start with the knowledge I do have and put a logo on the shirt and just learn from the ground. And it took me about 3-4 years during that time to really figure out, what works and what don't work. Then last year was year 6 or 5, and that was Richmond Fashion Week. So that's when I became the, mainstream 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So this is my second year as, the mainstream fashion shows, fashion weeks, things of that nature. So it's definitely been a ride.
That's not, look, you on God's ride right now. Sounds like it. As you said, your roots were already there, and you put that 3 in there for a reason. And I love how you just went ahead and spit it all out. Father, Son, Holy Spirit first, and then everything else after the fact. So once you acknowledge him, he's gonna make sure he put you on that right path. And the path that you're on, stick to it. Don't let the naysayers, don't let the doubters, the haters, or the people say, well, why are you doing that? You a guy, you look like this. You should be doing this. No, I look like I should be doing what I want to do. How about that?
Right. Right.
You're doing
And
what
that's the
you want
thing.
to do, and I'm doing what I
Yeah.
want to do. So
And that's the thing about it. Like, it's not easy. Like, people make it seem so easy, but it's definitely hard with, saying God name in any industry. It's off rip, you already in the box. I'm just like, all right, but that's the path that I'm on. So it's kind of like, all right.
like they already label you as like someone said,
Yeah.
oh, now you're a Bible thumper. I'm like, okay, whatever you want to call me, but guess what? He's the reason why I'm here. He's the reason
Yeah.
why I'm at the path I'm at. So you call me whatever you want to call me. That's your
Yeah.
term. That's not my term.
Yeah.
So and especially as a young man, again, as a young man, and I stress that because I have a son myself, and as I said, he just turned 30, so I know how you guys are always placed in that box. And you're
Yeah.
like, I'm stepping out that box. I'm gonna make my
Yeah.
own path. I'm gonna make my own legacy for my son and
Right.
for me and my family once I get to that stage for my family to come as one unit. And I promise you, Desire, you're doing it. You're doing
I
a dang on
appreciate
thing.
it.
I promise you are.
I definitely appreciate it.
Oh yeah. That's what I was like. Let me see if I can reach out to this young man and see if he can come on and let me talk to him so you can share your journey, your story to other young women and young men in your generation, and probably younger or older, as how you started out and where you at now. And you went to the Richmond fashion show. How many people can say that and say,
Yeah.
guess what? Now I've arrived. You have arrived.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have arrived.
Yeah.
As long as you stay humble and you know how you got it, how you got to that path, everything else behind you, it'll follow. Don't even worry about, when you're saying that God word, that God is the reason why we're all here. At the end
I
of the
definitely
day,
appreciate it.
it's the
Yeah.
reason why we're alive, we're breathing. And as long as you keep that in your heart and your mind and your spirit as you go, because things happen, life
Yeah.
happens. And if you stay focused on that process and on him, you'll be okay. I promise you,
Yeah.
you'll be okay.
Yeah.
My gosh. So you said you do design outside, just like street where you do suits and all that. So what do you do for the ladies? So if I say, hey, look, Desire, I need you to design me something. What could you do that would be step out of the box? That would be something unique, because remember, you are a unique designer. Think about that.
Yeah. I do
What have you
unisex. So
done that's
basically,
unique so far?
unique. Okay, so I did a unisex suit, and it was red. So it was a red suit with Desire going down the pants leg inside with the logo on the back. So when I did the fashion show, I had a male model the suit, but a female ended up buying it and had it on the red carpet probably 2 weeks later, I want to say. So my clothes is really for everybody. Like the jacket that you seen, it's a
Yeah.
female in the jacket, but I have males in my DM like, hey, I
Heck,
need
then
this.
I
So
get
it's
that.
really for it's really for everybody. So I feel like
Wow.
that's the unique thing about it. So both sets can wear. It's not really this is a man's clothing. It's unisex. Like, you can see a woman in it, you can see a male in it. So I
And they
definitely
still
like
look
a
hot. They still be on
versatile.
fire.
Yeah, yeah,
And you be like, where you get that? Look, you need to go hit that guy at Desire.
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
promise, just your name alone is like, that's a unique name. And then,
Everybody has a desire.
yeah, ha,
So that's where it came from.
you just
Everybody
explained
has
it.
a desire. Yeah.
You're going to put a pin in it right there. You're going to put a pin in it right there.
Yeah.
We put a pin in it. What Desire? Can you tell everyone how to reach you, your social media, your website, if they decide they want to um to get a design strictly from Desire using your intelligent brain that you have? How can they reach out to you? How can everyone that's looking and watching, how can they reach out to you?
My Instagram is _D3Sire_3. You can DM me. You're talking to me. I'm over my DM and all that. So any questions you have, that's where I place my orders. You can get your jackets. Upcoming shows is on my Instagram. Right now, my website is under construction. I'm doing a little rebranding right now, but my DM is open. Any questions you have, feel free to ask me. Yeah, and we can just talk. We can brainstorm. We can put shows together, whatever the case may be.
So do you have any projects that's coming up that you're currently working on now that you want to share with everyone so they can look for something new or something hot? Because it is 2023 now. Think about this. It's 2023. It's all about
Yeah,
you. So I look at this every year or every often in your life as you grow in your path and your journey, improve, add some of this, add some of that, and just take off.
Yeah.
So any new projects you got going on?
I'm dropping the anniversary jackets in February. That's the push jacket that you've seen. So I'm previewing, and the anniversary is when I started D3Sire, you know what I'm saying, full on out was in February. And I love the month because it's Black History Month. Then you have Valentine's Day. That's my favorite holiday. I have a show coming up February the 11th. That's in Fredericksburg. Then I already have a show October, which is Spooktacular, that I host with the collaborative team, and that's on my Instagram too, and that's called Spooktacular too. So I'm already working.
You're busy. See, you're already busy, and we only at January 27, 2023.
Yeah.
Look, that's just start. You're about to take off for the rest of the year. So you go ahead and get yourself together. You're gonna have a busy schedule. I promise you have a busy schedule. So do you have a signature color, or like, you know, some designers they have something that stands out besides just their logo or just their name that's their brand? Do you have a signature color? Because I know you say Valentine's your favorite holiday.
Red.
I figured that because I see that. But I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe he just like the floss in it. So I just want to make sure that was it.
Yeah, it's 3 of them. It's the color red, a rose, because a rose can be beautiful and it can be deadly. You know what I'm saying, like at funerals, we put roses on the casket. At weddings, you throw roses at the bride. It could go both ways. And at every fashion show, I start off with a prayer. And from there, it kind of like my clothes speak for itself, and the music kind of intertwine. So my fashion shows are definitely an experience just with my set by itself. And I just want to give the audience something to take home with.
Wow. D3Sire, you got me speechless right there. You start your shows off with a prayer. You starting off right there. I'm just gonna tell you that right there. So if anyone say, "Why he do that? He all fly this and that." If you don't have to give that thanks to the man upstairs, all that you got right now, you wouldn't even have. You wouldn't even have. So
and it's crazy because I start off with the prayer, but at the end of the day, like by the end of the show, we're gonna be in a party. So you can still praise God and still have fun. Like it's okay. Like I'm reaching the people that's lukewarm, who's not really ready to commit, but they still love God, but they still want that time to understand and get it together. Like I'm right there too, so that's why I put the prayer first. But we can still party a little bit. We can still have fun. Reckless. Yeah, right. We can still have fun with it, right?
Yeah, be responsible. Look, I promise you again. I am not super perfect. I promise you, I am very flawed, and I got my own thing that I do myself. So I promise you, just because you hear me speaking the way I'm speaking, and I talk about God all day, He knows. But guess what? He knows us as His children. He knows who we were before we were formed in our mother's womb. So it's not like He said, because there's no such thing as anyone's perfect. The only person perfect is God, is Jesus.
Exactly.
So, you know, if you think you're perfect to Him, then you definitely got a problem. There's something wrong with you.
Not I.
Look, I always say this. I am not judging anyone, because guess what? When you point that finger at yourself and someone else, them other 3 fingers are pointing back at you. I said,
come on. Yeah, that's it.
As you throwing rocks and stones at that glass mirror, his reflection is looking right back at you.
Yeah. That's it.
I promise you.
That's the motto.
Man, D3Sire, I am so honored and blessed and grateful that you decided to take out the time out your busy schedule to join me. I would like to know, when you get that new latest hottest thing, I'm gonna bring you back on my show. Will you come back?
Oh yeah, come on, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, we locked. We locked.
If you don't mind me asking, how old is your son? Because I have grandkids, so
he's 6. He's 6.
Oh, you molded him at the right time. You molded him at the right time. He about to be D3Sire number junior. D3Sire junior. There you go. He about to be D3Sire junior. You're going to be seeing him doing this like 8, 9 years old. But Daddy, let me see what you're doing. Well, let me give you this idea, because you got a younger mind. You know, their mind's a little fresher and younger than us, or younger than you. So it's about to take this thing about to take off.
Yeah, I can't wait till you get to high school. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Yeah, sell this shirt.
Show up in the school like everybody. Like, no, you see,
sell these shirts right quick. Yeah.
I cannot wait. Like, oh, Dad, that's mine. That's my child. That's my boy right there.
Yeah.
Like your parents did with you. That's mine right there. That's my child right there.
I cannot wait.
Wow. Yeah. I can see you over there blushing and gushing right now. You're like, like a proud little dad, man.
Yeah.
I told you my kids are grown, and I still treat them like they're little kids sometimes.
Yeah,
and they be like, we are full grown adults. I was like, but then sometimes you act like kids too, so it's all right. Well, guys, I am so grateful and thankful that D3Sire took out the time out of his busy schedule again. Look this man up. Check out his IG. Yo, this young guy, 30 years old. I'm saying you're 30 now. We ain't gonna
Come
say
on, man. Come on. Give me a couple of months. Come on. Don't do me
He's
like
about
that
to be
yet.
30, 29, but still, he's still young. 29 years old, man. He doing his thing. He representing God. He's representing his culture. He's representing his brand. And he's even teaching his son, you know, how to go up in his footsteps. Or not even his footsteps, but take a part of his footsteps and take that path and go to a whole nother level. Check out D3Sire's IG. Again, say your IG one more again so everybody will know how to find you while you got your website building.
Okay, it's _D3SIRE_3 D3Sire. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you again for joining me and watching me and D3Sire chat it up, bust it up, you know, doing what we do. I look forward for him to come back because he said he's gonna come back. Y'all heard what he said. Now
I'm trying to come to Charlotte.
Oh, that's even better. We can do an in-person interview.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
You ain't saying nothing but a word. You just tell me where to meet up and we set it up. My producer be right there ready for it.
Say less.
My producer be there ready for it. Well, guys, thank you again for joining tonight's session. This episode was amazing. A fashion designer, a young Black man doing his thing. His name is D3Sire with the number 3. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Say the rest.
Peace, love, and happiness. Me, myself, and I.
All day, every day. Let's get it. Let's do it. Follow his IG. Much love, much peace. Thank you again for joining and taking out the time out your busy schedule. I'm so humble and grateful. And the next time we get together, we're gonna come out with. I'm gonna see that next design. I'm gonna be rocking that thing the next time.
All right,
I'll be rocking that thing. I promise you, I will. Well, guys, thank you again for joining Good Morning Black People with Morgan Rees. Again, I am your host, the fantabulous, the fun, the loving Morgan Rees, and I was here with my amazing, unique guest, D3Sire, the fashion designer of VA, Virginia, y'all. Y'all better check him out. Have a good rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, guys, whatever time you're watching this. Be blessed. Have a happy Friday, amazing weekend, and stay safe.
It's Good Morning Black People with your host, Morgan Rees, author, podcasting, online personality. Good Morning Black People, discussing social views, today's news, and interviews. Subscribe today at